I'm going to show you how to play the song St. James Infirmary Blues. This is a jazz standard made famous by Louis Armstrong, amongst others, from the turn of the 20th century, the early 20th century. And normally when you hear it played, it's played with a jazz band and you have horn section going and so on. And obviously we're going to play it just on the guitar, so we're going to have a different kind of arrangement of it. Now, in this arrangement we're only going to use 4 chords. An A minor 7, an E7, an F major, barred at the 1st fret, and then we're going to have a variation on that F major. So to get the variation, we're just going to keep our index fingers on the 6th string there on the 1st fret to get that F, keep the other fingers where they are, but remove the bar so that the top 2 strings, the B and the E, are ringing open, and you get this flamenco-y kind of discord, which is rather nice. And we'll use that to spice the song up a bit. If you want to see where you play the chords, look at the Acoustic Music Archive website. There's a link in the description of the YouTube video. Look there and you can see where all the chords are played. But what I want to do in the video is just to focus on the right hand technique, and we're going to borrow a technique used by Latin guitar players which involves damping. And so it's used in things like rumbas. Yeah? So for example, and it really consists of playing a bass note with our thumb, using the thumb to strum as well with an upstroke, and then damping with our right hand like this. So I'm just playing a bass note, it's the A I'm playing here. This is an A minor 7 chord I've got fretted. I'm playing the A on the 5th string with my thumb, an upstroke with my thumb, and then I'm damping with my right hand to stop the strings ringing. And in between playing the bass note with my thumb and the upstroke with the thumb, I'm doing a little downstroke with my index finger, just really hitting the top 2 or 3 strings there, quite subtly. And we get that sound. Now let me play you a verse of St. James Infirmary Blues, and then we'll have more of a think about exactly how we're using that technique. So we can do it like this.
I went down to St. James Infirmary to see my baby there. She was lying on a long white table, so sweet, so cool, so fair.
So there's an example of how it can sound. I hope you think that sounds nice. And let me just take apart a bit what I'm doing. So I'm starting on the A minor 7th chord. I'm playing an A in the bass, 5th string open. As I said, I'm doing a little downstroke with my index finger, just hitting the top 2 or 3 strings, and then an upstroke with my thumb, and then damping with my right hand. So I'm doing that, and then I'm moving to the E7 chord with my left hand, and playing the open bass E on the 6th string there, and the same thing. Downstroke with the index finger, upstroke with the thumb, damp. So we get this. And then finally, still on the E7, I'm then fretting at the 3rd fret on the 6th string, which gives me a G in the bass, plucking that with my thumb. And instead of doing the damping business and the upstroke with the thumb, I'm just then going with my index finger down, up, down, up. And then damping, okay? So this is what we get when we put that together. And that's the basic pattern. So put that together with the lyrics and you get,
I went down to St. James Infirmary.
Okay. Now on the next line, to see my baby there, the chords change. And it's to see my, that's the A minor 7, then an F,
Baby there.
F to E7. So what I tend to do on the F and the E7 is instead of bothering with picking out the bass notes, I just strum down with my thumb getting all of the strings. It's like to see my baby there. Okay, and then we're back to the same pattern for the third line as the first line. She was lying on a one white table, so sweet, so cool, which is where you can play that adapted F. So fair, so adapted F to E7 and back to the A minor 7. And that's the way I play the song. So I'll see if I can play a few of the verses.
I went down to St. James Infirmary to see my baby there. She was lying on a one white table, so sweet, so cool, so fair. I went to see the doctor. She's very low, he said. I went back to see my baby. Good God, she's lying there dead. I went down to old Joe's barroom on the corner by the square. They were serving drinks as usual.